Hi, this is Miss Pratt, and I'm going to talk to you about walking you through the research method, using databases, and how to write the basics of writing an annotated bibliography. So, everybody should have their annotated bibliography task list for a persuasion. And look at step one, and I'm going to walk you through screen by screen. Number one, we're going to go to the FSUSD website. Step one, we're navigating to the school library website. So we're going to go to the FSUSD, which is the district website. Choose Family Resources. And then on the left hand side, in alphabetical order, we're going to scroll down to Library. And then we're going to scroll down again. On the right side, all the school library websites are alphabetical, and we're going to choose Rodriguez High. And here is the school library website. So I'd like you to bookmark it. That's up here in the search bar. There's a little star, and you could put in library, which would be awesome, or RHS library, and then done. All right, so step two, when we're in the library website, we're going to scroll over to the research tab. And now we're going to scroll down to the green banner that says RHS Research Collection. So right here, and we're going to choose Annotated Bibliography Collection 2023. So a collection is through the library system, which is where all of our books are at. So if we click this home button, it would be all of the library books. But a collection is a digital collection of links, documents, videos, you name it. So every resource we're going to talk about, including links, are all located right here. And before we go any further, right here it says showing items. We're going to click the three-line menu down and choose list view. And see, here's some of the other options, but we're going to choose list. All right, that's step two. Step three is go to the second listed item, which is slideshow. And we're going to uh, read through it. So you're doing this on your own. And you're going to, I'm not going to read the slideshow to you, but read through the slideshow. And I think it's pretty explanatory. Now, you will be asked to take notes, and the notes are for the CRAP test right here: currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, purpose. And as you go, that gave you a chart that's in your packet, and you are going to write down the red information. So, for example, on currency, you would write date and then explain what the date is. All right, so that's how you're going to do step three. You're going to take notes on the slideshow. Okay, now we're going to go back on our tab to our Destiny Collection tab. Okay, and now we're going to create a research folder. That's step four. So I'm close to slideshow. So we're going to hit the plus sign, go to our Google Drive. Now this is in your English class, so you could go ahead and create it. A subfolder in your English class. Let's see, right here, English 11. All right. And we are going to create a folder. So we're going to go to the new folder, and we're going to name it Persuasion Research. Okay. And then create. And now I'm going to right click on it and go down to change color and give it a pretty color. So how about lime green? All right. So all of the research that we do we're going to save it into our research folder. And that way we have a place that we can go to. Like we know everything that's supposed to be there. And it's all part of setting up before you start your research. You want to do your research and have everything ready to go so you're not wasting time and where you're not doing things over again. All right, now we're going to go back to collections. I'm sorry, right here. And the next step is we're going to look at the annotated bibliography blank template. So we're going to save this blank template over to our new folder. So I'm opening up the template and it has the outline of what it's supposed to look like, which was also on the slideshow, and then an example of what that looks like. And then we have a place where we can start adding our own citations and annotations to it. So first we want to make a copy of it. So this is steps 5 and 6. So we're going to file, make a copy, and we're going to name it last name, first name, and bib. So my last name is Pratt, Tracy, and bib. And then on the folder, we're going to click My Drive and go down here to English 11 and then open up our Persuasion Research folder. And so we have our new annotated bibliography document, our own copy in Persuasion Research, and we're going to make a copy. And I know it's the copy because it has my name over here in the corner. All right. And then also step 6, it says fill out the top part of your annotated bib. So if I don't need this tutorial on how to make a copy, I'm just going to delete it. And I'm going to write in my name, my instructor's name, course number is going to be English 11. So remember, this is an MLA format, right? And I'd even go so far as to put what period I'm in. Period 2. And then the date is always the due date. I don't know when that's going to be. So we'll just say February 2023. Then over here in the upper right-hand corner where the page number is, we have to put a header, a running head. So we're going to eliminate, and notice it's in all caps. So we're just going to put our last name in all caps. Up there's the page number. And so that way when you go to page 2, you can see it's all also in all caps. All right, so that's all set up and ready for me. I've got my place to put citations for the articles I find for research, and I'm ready to go. Now, note on the handout, the task list, you have 2 main databases. Gale Opposing Viewpoints, which is pro-con arguments, and ProQuest Search Issues Discoverer pro-con arguments. And I strongly recommend both. They're awesome. However, we're only going to do one as an example activity, and we're going to do Gale. So we're going to close the template. We're going to go back to our Destiny collection. And you can see right here is the link to Gale Opposing Viewpoints. The password is on the library website. It's also on the task list. And I don't want to say it out loud on a video that's going to be online. So look at your password. Oh, look at your password and put it in there. I'm already logged in. So now I'm going to put my subject search in. And it says put in esports. So we're going to put in esports as my persuasion topic. All right, so it starts off, Gail always looks the same. It's going to start off with an overview, and then it's a summary of the results. And notice it's by type of result, and then it just has some boxes with some highlights on all of them. So for our first activity, we're going to go to the reference category, and we're going to look for the article called College and High School Esports Programs. And here it is, College and High School Esports Programs. And here is the complete article. All right, so I have some tools. I can make the text bigger. I can give it a different look. I can change the font. It's kind of new. Okay. And it's going to remember your preference and keep it like this until you change it. It also has a translate button. So if you are more fluent in a different language, you have that option as well. There's 100 something languages there. Now, notice in the upper white bar at the very top, we have highlight. So you can highlight it and you click a color to highlight it and add a note. Intro or whatever it is going to be. National Basketball Association Finals. I'm going to color this different, like you can put different colors in. So if I were you, I would be mentally organizing this as I go. Is this my introduction? Is this evidence? And so on. But it's going to save all of my notes and highlights. So, all right, I want to use this article. And so I'm going to go to the send to paper airplane. And I'm going to choose Google Drive. And the first time you do it, it'll ask you to confirm what Google account you want it in. And it's in it. And now at the bottom of this is my MLA citation, or on the white bar at the top, this is step 11. So I'm going to select it, and then I have to hit Control C to copy it. I'm going to copy it onto my annotated bibliography. Okay, and then you'll need to reformat it usually. So highlight it. It's going to be 12 points, and it's Times New Roman. And sometimes the ink isn't really black when you copy and paste it, but now it is. So it's a subtle difference, but to be correct, it needs to be double space, which it is, 12 point Times New Roman. Okay, so that's what happens when you copy and paste it onto your, and so as you find each article, you're going to copy and paste the citation here. And now we're going to go to 13, which is we're going to go back here, close this, and we're going to go back. So you notice here, up here at the top, we have this back to the results. So we're going to go back to our results. And we're going to go to infographics. And we're going to open up American Opinion About Esports. And here it is. It's all these charts and statistics. So again, here is our citation, Control C. We're going to copy that onto our annotated bibliography, highlight, Times New Roman, 12, and black. All right, now notice this starts with a C and this starts with an A. So on an annotated bibliography, you are required to put the entries in alphabetical order. It's as simple as copying and pasting again. So now this is the beginning of your annotation, right? The MLA citation. And then it tells you what to write about each one. So you've already got your citation right there, and you can just start analyzing how good the source is. Okay, so now we're going back to Gil. Okay, we sent this to our drive. Sorry, we sent this to our drive. And now let's go back and look at our drive. So we're going to go back to Google Drive, and we're actually circling back to step 10. So we're going to go to My Drive. You can click it right here. So we're not going to be in the folder anymore. And alphabetically, you're going to look for Gale, which is an orange folder. That's B, E. Okay, so my Gale folder is somewhere else. Okay, but we're going to take your Gale folder, and you're going to drag it into English 11. Okay, and when you open up English 11, then you would then drag it into, might be in speech research, no, into your persuasion research, which is where your annotated bibliography is. All right, I found the Gale opposing viewpoints folder, and I'm going to take it, I'm going to drag it into the English 11 folder. And when I open up English 11, I'm going to drag it into the persuasion research folder. And when I open that folder up, here are my articles. Okay, so in my folder here, I have duplicates, but here are my articles that I sent. So I'm going to take them and drag them, see, out of my Gale article and put them in my persuasion research folder. And now if I go to persuasion research, I've got my Gale folder. I've got this is step 16. I'll have the Gale article, college and high school sports, esports programs. And then Americans' opinions about esports. See, they're in alphabetical order. And then I have my Google Doc, which is my last name, first name, annotated bibliography. So that's how you set up your research folder. And now, every time you find an article in Gale and you send it, then it's going to find up in that folder in your research folder. And then now and you can also, if you go back to the collection, here is the SIRS, the ProQuest. It works very similarly. You just send it to your drive. It will show up in a ProQuest folder, and you'll have to move the ProQuest folder to your Persuasion folder. But you can just kind of go to town on that. And it will also give you the citations. You will need to copy and paste those citations onto your annotated bibliography. And my advice is to uh, go widely, find several articles, copy the citations, and then go to your folder and then start going through the research that you found. And if you play it right, you will not have to go back and redo the research. You'll have everything you need in your folder to do your assignment. And as always, you can reach me in the library if you have any questions or need any help.